Your dog doesn't see you as human. Here's what you really are to them. When your dog looks at you, do you know what they actually see? You probably think they see their owner. Maybe their best friend. Maybe the person who feeds them and takes them on walks. But here's the truth. Your dog has never once looked at you and seen a human being. What they see instead completely changes the way you should understand every interaction you've ever had with them. And most dog owners have no idea, which means they're missing what their dog has been trying to tell them all along. Let's start with what your dog really sees when they look at you. 1. They think you're family. Literally. Have you ever wondered why your dog follows you from room to room? Why they sleep pressed against you? Why they panic when you leave and lose their mind when you come back? It's not just loyalty. It's not even just love. It's something deeper. According to research in animal cognition, dogs don't categorize humans as a separate species the way we might expect. When your dog looks at you, they don't think human, they think pack, they think family, and the bond they form with you isn't some watered down version of what they'd feel for another dog. It's the real thing. In fact, a 2025 study published in Scientific Reports found that the dog human bond has a unique pattern of relationship characteristics with the closest resemblance to the child parent relationship. Owners in the study rated their relationship with their dogs as good as or better than any of their human relationships. Not because dogs replaced human connection, but because dogs offered something uniquely their own. When your dog curls up next to you, they're not just seeking warmth. They're confirming that their family is intact, that their pack is whole, that everything in their world is exactly where it should be. And here's what most people never realize. That belief your dog holds, that you are part of their family, actually shapes something much deeper than just how they greet you. Later in this video, we're going to look at what scientists discovered about how that bond physically changes the way your dog experiences the world. And when you hear it, you'll never see your dog the same way again. 2. They read your emotions better than most humans do. Have you ever come home after a terrible day, said nothing, shown nothing, and watched your dog immediately shift their behavior? They approach slower. They press their head into your hand. They stay close. You might have thought it was a coincidence. It's not. Researchers have proven that dogs can recognize human emotions, not just react to them, recognize them. In studies where dogs were shown photographs of human faces while hearing audio recordings in unfamiliar languages, they consistently looked longer at faces that matched the emotional tone of the voice. Happy voice, happy face, voice, angry face. This is called cross-modal emotional recognition. And until these studies, scientists believed it was a rare cognitive ability, something only humans and possibly great apes could do. But dogs do it naturally, effortlessly, with strangers they've never met, speaking languages they've never heard. And with you, someone they have studied for years, they don't just recognize your emotions, they feel them. Research from Gregory Burns at Emory University, who pioneered brain scanning in awake dogs, has shown that when you're anxious, your dog's stress responses activate. When you're calm, they settle. Your emotional state becomes their emotional state, not because they're mirroring you to be polite, because to them, your feelings are as real as their own. So the next time your dog seems to know exactly what you need before you say a word, understand this. They're not guessing. They're reading you with a precision most people will never develop. 3. They actually want to help you. Here's something that might surprise you. When you're upset, your dog doesn't just notice. They want to do something about it. For a long time, scientists wondered whether dogs truly cared about human distress or whether they simply reacted to unusual sounds and behaviors. So they tested it. Numerous studies have shown that dogs are not just sensitive to human gestures and emotions, they actively try to help when they sense distress. If a dog knows how to open a door and hears their owner crying behind it, they're significantly more likely to push through. Not because they want food, not because they're curious, because something in them says, I need to get to them. This isn't trained behavior. This is instinct refined over thousands of years of living alongside us. Dogs were the first domesticated animal, and that history shaped them into creatures that care. And that caring isn't passive. It's active. It's urgent. It's real. When your dog nudges your hand during a hard moment, when they rest their chin on your lap while you're stressed, when they refuse to leave your side during an illness, they're not just being sweet. They're doing the only thing they know how to do, showing up for their family. 4. Your face is their favorite thing to study. Have you ever noticed how your dog stares at you? Not at your hands, not at the treat bag, at your face. Dogs are remarkably tuned into human faces. They study your expressions, your eye movements, the tiny shifts in your brow and mouth, and while their vision prioritizes movement over fine detail, they've learned to extract meaning from the smallest changes in your expression. But here's the fascinating part. Research shows that when dogs look at a human face, they show a preference for the left side. That's the same bias humans have when reading emotions in other humans. We look left because the right side of the face, controlled by the brain's emotional centers, reveals more genuine expressions. Your dog isn't just glancing at you, they're reading you. They're searching your face for information about how you're feeling, what you're about to do, whether everything's okay. But here's what's humbling. Recent research from Arizona State University by Holly Molinaro and Clive Wynne found that while dogs are constantly trying to communicate with us, we humans are often terrible at reading them back. We judge our dog's emotions based on the situation we see rather than what the dog is actually expressing. We project our feelings onto them instead of observing theirs. Your dog has spent their whole life learning to understand you. Maybe it's time we got better at returning the favor. 5. You are their safe place. Here's where everything comes together. Dogs form what psychologists call a secure attachment to their owners. This means that in unfamiliar or stressful situations, your dog uses you as a source of safety. When you're present, they're calmer, braver, more willing to explore. Research on dog-human relationships confirms that this attachment functions almost identically to the bond between a parent and child. Your dog doesn't just like having you around, they need you there to feel like the world is manageable. And this isn't weakness. This is evolution. Dogs survived and thrived not by being independent, but by forming unbreakable bonds with the humans who cared for them. That instinct is still there. It's in every greeting at the door, every anxious wait by the window, every quiet moment when they simply need to be near you. Studies suggest that dogs may offer features like unconditional acceptance that can be harder to find in human relationships. Not because dogs are simple, but because their bond with you is uncomplicated by the things that make human relationships difficult. Your dog doesn't see you as a provider of food and walks. They don't see you as a master or an owner. They see you as their anchor in an unpredictable world. To your dog, you are not a human. You are not a separate species. You are family. You are safety. You are home. And maybe that's the most important thing any of us could ever be to another living creature.